Hey guys, it's Rachel here, and I'm so sorry if you're sick of seeing this outfit. I'm like on a pre-filming high right now. I just got off a 10-day stretch from work, and I need to just film. So today I'm going to be filming my top 5 Wednesday video. Now, as always, if you don't know what top 5 Wednesday is, it is a group that was pretty much started by Lainey over at Ginger Reads Lainey, and I will leave her lovely channel on the down bar, and I will also leave a link to the Goodreads page where you can check out all of the other wonderful top 5 Wednesdayers, as well as get information on how you can join us. This week's topic was your top 5 sequels. Now it's funny because in my resolution, my 2013 resolution, one of them was to finish reading series. I have a problem in which I start series and then I never complete them. I am trying to get better about it. So some of these books may not necessarily be the greatest books ever, but some of them like definitely are in my top 5 of favorite sequels. So yeah, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and get this started. So at number 5, I have Magic Study by Maria V. Snyder. Now I know I talk about this series all the time, but it is true. I absolutely love the sequel to, this is the sequel to Poison Study. Now I will say that Yelena in this story is not as independent as she was in Poison Study. However, I love that in this novel she is starting to come to her powers, starting to come to understand what it is and who she is, and I love that. In the first one she was really weak about a lot of things, but in this one she is really kick-ass and I really loved it, so that's why I chose this as number 5. Number 4 is going to be Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. Now, it was really hard to top off The Hunger Games because I absolutely love The Hunger Games, but there's a lot of action that happens in Catching Fire and I really loved it. You know, as you know, they have to go back to the arena, and it is crazy. There's a lot of stuff that happens in this story and I absolutely loved it. And if you haven't, I mean, I'm sure everyone's read it, but if you haven't read the Hunger Games trilogy, I would definitely get on that bus. But I chose this because of all the action that happens in it, all of the characters that get introduced, and yes, so number 4 is going to be Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. At number 3, I chose The Unbound by Victoria Schwab. This is the sequel to The Archived, and I loved this story. I loved it just as much as I loved The Archived. In this story, Mackenzie is going to school, and so she's having to battle all that. This one is quite a bit more depressing than The Archived. There's a lot of stuff that happens in this story and it is crazy. She's got some PTSD going on. She's got a little bit of, there's a lot of craziness that happens in the story. There's maybe only one aspect of the book that I did not like, and if you guys are curious, you can message me if you've read it and you're wondering what I'm talking about. But overall, I absolutely love this, and I think it was a phenomenal sequel to The Archived, and I really hope that a 3rd book does come out for it. At number 2, I chose Dark Triumphs by Robin Lefevre. This is not necessarily a sequel as much as it is a companion novel to Grave Mercy, but I love this a lot more nonetheless. This story is so much darker than Grave Mercy. Grave Mercy was a little bit more lighthearted, more romantically involved. In Dark Triumph though, Cybella is like, her life is so depressing. This book is really dark though, and there's a lot of stuff that happens in this one that make me love it a lot more than I loved Grave Mercy. She, I feel, is way more kick-ass than in the main character in Grave Mercy, and I really loved this. And at number 1, it should probably come at no surprise because I'm sure it's going to be in quite a few videos, and the number 1 is going to be Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. And this is probably one of the greatest sequels that I have ever read. So much happens in this story, and there is a big, really depressing event that happens in this story, and Selena just kind of goes mad. I loved this sequel. It was fantastic. I can't get over how good it was. First off, there's more Kale, and there's also Dorian and Nehemia, and it's so much goodness in one book. In this one, she has won, and now she is the King's champion, and she just kicks so much ass, but she has a good heart, and so much happens in this story, and I just I cannot wait for Heir of Fire. It needs to hurry up and get here so I can get my hands on it. But yes, this is my #1 sequel. So yes, those are my top 5 sequels. If you guys have read any of these books and agree with me, please comment down below and let me know. And what are some of your guys' favorite sequels? You can also let me know down below. And if you've made a video for this, you can also leave that down below, as well as your birth certificate, social security number, and you know, whatever it is that you leave down in the comments. So yes, thank you guys so much for commenting, liking, and subscribing, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye. This is the first package, and let's go ahead and open it up. Let's see here. Ooh, first try.